Hey, what is going on? Butch Tarot here. I know everybody's been talking, messaging me and emailing and stuff and about doing all signs again, so I'm going to do an all signs. I want to get back into it. I do like, the rapport. This one is going to be kind of like a dry run since I haven't done one in a while, so I'm just going to premiere it. It's going to be for you and your person. We'll start with Aries, work our way to Pisces. And, yeah. So with all that being said, let's get it. Universe, what do we have for Aries and their person? What message do we have for Aries? All right, Aries. So the first thing I see is I feel like you have this incredible connection with this person. You feel a very special bond with them, and I feel like you know what you want. I do feel like, you see this going the distance. You see this as a connection, wanting that union from this person. But I feel like with this person, we have this hot and cold energy, and I feel like that stresses you out. It's almost like this person seems to be dragging their feet. Like, just taking their good old time here. With this person, I feel like there's moments when you feel like you're both on the same page, you want the same thing, and everything is going good, and then all of a sudden it feels like that hot and cold energy, like I said, with that Five of Pentacles, not really knowing what this person, what's holding them back kind of energy. We have that Temperance, and that Temperance can, that Sagittarius energy is kind of like the dragging their feet, you know what I mean? Like, it is like really taking their time with it, with your person. I mean, I feel like this person truly cares about you. I feel like there's a lot of love that this person has for you, and I feel like they want to be with you. But I feel like it's kind of like with the Moon card, it's, letting their imagination get the best of them, not wanting to move too quickly, not wanting to, put it all out there too quickly, but I feel like I said, the biggest issue I see with this connection is not knowing where they stand, not having that communication when it comes to that. Like, is this person just pulling my leg? Is this person just, riding me along? Like, what is going on? Like, where are we going? You want some answers, and they're not really giving you those answers, and I feel like it's stressing you it's stressing you out. Like I said, with that Nine of Swords, because you feel this bond with this person, you feel, you see the potential, and I feel like you really don't want to walk away from this because you are connected to this person. But how long can you go with this type of energy? How long do you have to wait? I mean, like I said, this person, I feel like they spend way too much time looking at the negative instead of the positive. And I feel like they don't, I honestly don't feel like they realize that this is affecting you as much as it is. But with the Eight of Cups, I don't feel like they want to walk away either. I mean, that's the thing. Sometimes when we're with people, we don't, if you don't know what they want, it's like, how much do I invest in this? How much do I give? Like, what am I giving to? And I feel like that's kind of like the stagnant energy we're stuck in here. But I do see a strong union coming from this. Like I said, I mean, that hot and cold energy, this person is just, that Moon card, they're really seeing, they're seeing something that's really not there. Like I said, their imagination is getting the best of them, and I feel like they have You know, they are just taking their time. You know, and I feel like they are going to open up to you, and I feel like we're going to move forward. Like I said, with that Hierophant, I do see the strong union coming from this, so I do feel like you are going where you want to go. I just feel like not as quick as you would like to be there. You know, and right now it's just easier seeing the negative than the positive, because like I said, with that hesitation and not giving you answers, I mean, nobody wants to be strung along. And I feel like sometimes that's what that feeling you get, is you're being strung along with this. But I mean, I do see it going where you want it to go, and I feel like this person does care about you in a very deep way. I mean, with the King of Cups, that's an emotional maturity. You know, their emotions are, you know, their love for you is real, and they don't want to go anywhere else. You know, that's not the issue. So I do feel like you're going to get the answers that you've been waiting for. But that lack of communication, that has to come to an end. I mean, with this person, we got Pisces, we got Sagittarius, we got some Aries, some Leo, we got Cancer as well. Yeah, like I said, nobody wants to be strung along, and it's hard when you really don't know what the other person's thinking. Like, how much do I invest? Like, what am I investing in? But anyway, that's what I have for you, Aries. Let's go get this here. All right, Taurus. Let's try another deck here. Universe, what do we got for Taurus? What message do we have for Taurus, Universe? All right, Taurus. So first thing I see is, I think you are thinking about this person. But with this person, I feel like it almost feels like they're sucking the life out of you. You know, it feels like this is really going nowhere. I mean, no motivation, no stability. You know, I just feel like this is more of a physical connection that you have with this person. There's really no longevity to it. You know, and I feel like your intuition is telling you this. It's already telling you this, that there's really no forward movement. You know, this is more of a physical connection. But I feel like you're ignoring your intuition. You know, sometimes when our intuition tells us something, like I said, what our intuition tells us is what we need to hear, not always what we want to hear. And when we don't hear what we want to hear, then sometimes we just kind of ignore it. You know, but I don't feel like there's longevity here. I mean, I feel like this person, I feel like moving forward is going to cause you regret. You know, I feel like you got enough on your plate as it is, that, you know, and dealing with this shit as well. I feel like it's just not, like I said, it's not going where you want it to go. And even though you truly have feelings for this person, like I said, I feel like you think about this person and only this person. You know, that there's two sides to a connection. And, you know, I don't feel like you're on the same page. I don't feel like this is something that you're both willing to work at with that three of Pentacles. You know, this person is at a balance. And I feel like that's going to cause you, you know, you're going to get your heart broken in a nutshell here. You know, I don't feel anything that tells me this is worth, you know, keep putting your effort into. You know, this is not something you should nurture. You know, like I said, it's with that Aquarius, the star card as well, giving your attention to something. I don't feel like this person deserves your attention. I don't feel like they deserve your time. I feel like you got enough going on that you shouldn't have to focus on this. I mean, this person's out of balance, and I'm not saying that things won't change. I'm not saying that things won't be different later on, but I feel like right now, this person is pulling your focus. And I feel like you're seeing it, even though you're not trying to see it. You know, again, with not trusting your intuition, not trusting what the universe is telling you. You know, sometimes we have feelings for someone, and no matter how deep and how strong our feelings are for that person, we can't ignore, you know, the signs. You know, sometimes we want that to work out. We want that person to change, and sometimes they do, and sometimes they don't. I don't feel like that happening anytime soon. You know, I kind of feel like this is not bringing anything to the table for you, and it's just causing more, like I said, with that Two of Pentacles, just causing more chaos in your life, more having too much on your plate. And this is one thing that shouldn't be on your plate. But like I said, I mean, energies can always change, but right now this is not going. And I don't feel like you're going to find any sort of happiness. Like I said, I mean, even the opposite. We have the Three of Swords, that heartbreak. You know, we have to spend our time is the only currency that really matters when it comes to life. It's my belief anyway. And it's one of those things that we don't get a refund on it. You know, we can't get time back. So we have to manage our time properly. And I feel like this person just is wasting your time. Now with this person, we have Aquarius. We have some Libra. Capricorn and Virgo. We have some Cancer as well. All right, Gemini. Universe, what do we have for Geminis? What message do we have for Gemini? All right, Geminis. First thing I feel like is there's been some kind of, I feel like there's a little bit of chaos with you and your person. You know, I feel like there's a lot of overthinking, you know, not seeing what's right in front of you. You know, with that Four of Swords, I feel like there's been some, like I said, some chaotic energy. I feel like there's kind of been an in and out type energy with this person, but I feel like not really seeing what's right in front of us. You know, not trusting our intuition. You know, I feel like with this person, you might even feel like this person gave up. You know, this person walked away. Or has already kind of like walked away without actually telling you they've walked away. But I see this person putting in a lot of work. You know, I mean, this person wants you. They know what they want. They know what they have to do. I just feel like they haven't been doing it. But I mean, this person doesn't want to lose you, and this person is not walking away from this connection. I mean, everything is not the way they wanted it to be right now. But this person is manifesting. I mean, this person wants you in their life. That's what they've always wanted. You know, and I feel like this person, I mean, they're feeling regret. I mean, they feel like they've kind of let you down in some way, shape, or form, but, you know, they regret that. You know, maybe not showing up enough, maybe not giving you enough, maybe not being there enough. But like I said, I mean, this person, they don't want to hurt you. They don't want to lose you. And like I said, with the Queen of Wands, they know what they want. And what they want is you. And they're putting in the work to keep it. You know, so you're going to see this person really put in the effort. And I feel like it's not only is it going to be in your benefit, but I feel like it's going to be in both your benefit. You know, letting go what no longer does them any good with that Devil card and opening up new opportunities. You know, I feel like this being rekindled, you know, inspiring. Like I said, I mean, with this person, overall energy is like this person kind of slacked off a bit, to be honest with you. You know, they slacked off. They didn't put in the effort that was needed. And when somebody doesn't put in the effort that's needed, we feel like they don't care. But that's not what I see with this person. I see someone that does care. They care deeply for you. You know, and their only regret is you not knowing that. But like I said, with the Ten of Wands, you know, I see this person putting in a lot of effort and a lot of work to making things right. With the Queen of Wands, they know what they want. They've been manifesting this. Like, what they have with you is what they've always been. That's what they've been manifesting. You know, they slacked off a bit. They took too long of a lunch break, is what I'm seeing. But they're not giving up on you. Not by a long shot. I mean, like I said, 8 of Cups. They're not walking away from this. 8 of Cups in reverse. That's the last thing this person's going to want to do is walk away from this. You know, so I mean, I feel like this person is going to really show you a different side of themselves. And I feel like really showing up and really understanding this connection much better. A lot of it is holding back, maybe not really telling you all that they should have been telling you. Maybe not being completely honest. And I'll tell you from experience, not being completely honest with a Gemini is asking for trouble. But like I said, with that Ace of Wands, this isn't over. Not by a long shot. You know, I see this person stepping up in a huge way. And I feel like everything that happened was for a reason. I mean, I feel like all these things that's been going on, this chaotic energy, you know, this falling out feeling, it's something that it was a kick in the ass this person needed. You know what? I mean, we have Libra, we have Aries, we have some Capricorn, some Sagittarius, Cancer as well. We don't always get it right. You know, just because you were meant to be with somebody doesn't mean you got it right. Doesn't mean you're always going to get it right. But effort, actions speak louder than words. All right, Cancers. What message do we have for Cancers, universe? Right, Cancers. So the first thing I'm seeing, Cancer, is I feel like there's someone, this is someone that you have a connection with, and I feel like this person hasn't been putting the work. They haven't been showing up. They haven't been giving you what you needed. And I feel like this is falling apart slowly. This is not one of those things where it's just one thing. It's like 100 different things that kind of adding up. Like I said, this is not a slow fall. This is just shit's falling apart, but one little piece at a time. And I feel like I said, we have hot and cold energy. We have this person, like I said, feeling like you're losing them one step at a time here with that Five of Wands in reverse, the Five of Pentacles. That's, that hot and cold energy, feeling like this person, you're slowly losing them. And like I said, it's not just one thing, it's a million things all put together. And this is the energy that I feel that you're feeling. But I'm here to tell you, what's going on, you're not seeing what's happening right in front of you. What you're not seeing is, I don't feel like this person wants to lose you. I don't feel like this person wants that at all. I feel like this person has a lot going on, and they're not feeling secure. They're not feeling like they can give you what you need monetarily, stability wise. I feel like this person, there's just way too much going on their plate with that Two of Pentacles. And it's almost like they collect more things to put on their plate rather than, getting rid of things that they can't control. It's almost like they're bringing more things to it. They're feeling really weak. And they're looking at the negatives instead of the positives here. And they feel like they can't do this by themselves, but they don't want to drag you into it either. With that five of Cups, they're looking at the negatives instead of the positives. The Nine of Pentacles, I feel like they don't feel like they have their shit together. Things aren't working out the way they expected to. So it's kind of like I said, that's kind of the reason why they're adding stuff to the plate that doesn't need to be there. One of the biggest things with having too much on their plate is some people have a tendency of spiraling in that and putting more things on. Maybe you're not doing well at work, or maybe you're not doing well at this thing. And then all of a sudden you're like, well, okay, I'm not doing well at work. They're going to leave me. Everybody's going to, I'm going to lose my place. I'm going to lose my car. They just start catastrophizing, thinking about the worst possible scenario. And I feel like that's why you feel like they're pushing you away, because I feel like they're trying to keep you from the blast radius. They're trying to keep you out of the danger zone. We do have some good news though. I feel like we have some new stability coming, and I feel like this person, they're still working at this. This is still a work in progress. They're showing up, they're putting in the effort, even though they feel like they're letting you down at some point, and in some way, shape, or form they're letting you down. They're still working at it, and I feel like they're going to be rewarded for that, and I feel like in turn you'll get rewarded for that. And I just feel like this person needs to talk to you more, and I feel like once they solve the problem, that's when they're going to communicate. That's when they're going to communicate, and I feel like it's going to lift a huge, a huge weight off your chest, knowing that this person still loves you and they still want you to be happy. So many people do this. They, shit happens to them, and they're just like, they have their partner, and they only want to share the good shit with their partner. They don't want to share the bad stuff. But I feel like this person is going to communicate, and I feel like they're going to give you some answers that you've been needing. And I feel like with that, there's going to be a lot of healing. And I mean, you're going to come out stronger on the other side for it. Realizing there's not, there's more to the story. But when they're not communicating with you and they're not telling you, this person's they got to open up more. Now, judging from the reaction they get when they do open up, that's what I do feel like is going to make you stronger. I feel like sometimes people have a tendency of guessing what other people are going to think, or, in a nutshell, this person just didn't want to let you down. They didn't want to fail you. And they didn't want to bring you into, what was going on for them. But I see it in a very, caring, authentically caring way for you. I mean, they do care about you, and that just goes to show. And they don't want you to be unhappy. They didn't want you to get in, like I said, the blast radius. They try to keep you clear of that. There's definitely a better way they should have went about it, and I feel like that's going to become more clear when they do finally, when I see that new stability. This person's they're always going to be there, putting in the work. They're not giving up on this. And like I said, once they open up, once they start getting their feet back on the ground, they are going to open up to you. And I feel like I said, you're going to come out stronger on the other end. Sometimes we have to make the mistake before we learn from the mistake. And I feel like this is a mistake they're going to learn from. Not keeping you on the outside. With this person, we have Scorpio, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. We have some Leo, some Sagittarius, Pisces, and Libra. A very protective person, someone that's very protective generally makes that mistake at least once. They feel like they're shielding you from something rather than just being honest and upfront about it. Where are we at now? All right, I'm going to shuffle a few of these. I apologize, I'm a little sick still, so. But I'm a lot better than I was, I'll tell you that. This is why I use different decks when I'm doing all signs, because I don't have to do this so much. I really like to shuffle the decks in between each reading. I don't want to get any past energy on it. All right, Leos. What do we have for Leos? All right, Leos. All right, Leos. So the first thing I see is, I feel like your person, this is someone that thinks about you and only you. I feel like with this person, I feel like there's a fearlessness with this person, but when it comes to you, that's different. I feel like they're very open, very fearless. I was trying to come up with a bit more articulate word for that, but there's a very fearless energy with this person, but when it comes to you, I feel like they have fear. Fear of losing you. I feel like with this person, you have great communication. I feel like there's, open communication. I feel like you have this very cerebral connection with this person, but it's something that I feel like, even though they're fearless, they're almost like very cautious of what they're saying, when it comes to you. They don't want to say the wrong things. They don't want to, say too much. But there's something about you when they're around you. They can't hold back. I feel like it just comes out. That fearless energy this person has, I just feel like in life, they're just fearless. Like they have, they just go after what they want in life. When it comes to you, it's no different. It's just the way they are around you. They try to like restrain that a bit. They try not to, go too far too fast. But the longer they're around you, the more they realize they're not walking away from this. They're not letting go. They don't want to let go. And so in turn, the communication just, they open up. The walls come down. This person's biggest fear is getting hurt. And I feel like that's why they are a bit hesitant when it comes to you. So, when you have someone in your life that's very fearless and they just, they're a go-getter and they go after things, and they act differently with you, then it's just kind of like sending two different messages there. But I feel like it's almost like they don't want to get hurt and they don't want to hurt you. But they're not walking away either. They still show up. They still keep coming back. I see a lot of potential for you in this person, and I feel like it is something that's going to open up. The more you nurture this, the stronger it becomes. The more you can rely on it. Opening up opportunities, opening them up in general. Like I said, with the Eight of Swords, this person communicating more and more with you, getting harder and harder to keep things from you. And once they, realize that that's the only mistake they've been making is not telling you things, and not opening up to you. That's the only thing they're going to regret is not opening up to you sooner. With the Ten of Pentacles, you are going to get what you want from this. And they are going to get what they want from this. And I feel like you're going to both be very happy in that. Like I said, opening up new avenues. This person doesn't want to walk away. This person truly cares about you. It's like, I've said this before. I find it easy to flirt with someone or to ask someone out when I don't really know them that well and don't really have that kind of feeling for them. Once I get feelings for someone, I feel like it's harder to approach them because you have something to lose. And I feel like that's exactly what I see here with this person. They don't want to lose you. They don't want to scare you away, but they also don't want to jump in too quickly because they can feel, it's the way they feel when they're around you. They're drawn to you. in a nutshell, I just feel like this person tried to impress you for too long instead of just being themselves. And I feel like that is what's coming. Like I said, the more we nurture this, the more easily it will flow. But like I said, you're the only one they think about. You're the only one on their mind. Like I said, the only regret this person has, the only regret this person will have is not opening up sooner, not showing you how they really felt sooner. But that's not a bad regret to have as long as they do it, right? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You know, we got Cancer and Pisces. Virgo and Capricorn. Sometimes the hardest thing to do is to tell the person you care about the most that you care about them. You know, it's... Sometimes we try to impress people way too much instead of just being ourselves and just letting it flow naturally. All right, Virgos. What do we have for Virgos? What do we have for Virgos in their person? All right, Virgo. So the first thing that I'm getting, Virgos, I feel like, you know, your person, I mean, I get the sense that in the beginning they were hesitant. And not because they didn't like you, and not because they didn't love you, not because they didn't care about you. It's because I feel like this person had been screwed over in the past, and I feel like they kind of kept their distance. You know, they have a hard time trusting people. Because one thing with this person is once they're in, they're all in. They're not a half-assed person. So I feel like this person in the beginning, they kind of kept their walls up to an extent. You know, I feel like they were letting you in, but I feel like they were kind of like worst case scenario, you know, waiting for the other shoe to drop. Because like I said, once this person is in, they're all in. You know, and I feel like they're finally seeing this for what it is. You know, their impression of you, you know, they finally made a decision about you, is I guess what I'm getting at. Their impression of you has been solidified. You know, they finally understand who you are and what you're about. You know, and if before that I feel like they were very hesitant, but I do feel like this person, you know, they feel like they can trust you. And it's a long time. I feel like this person went through a lot of chaotic energy. And like I said, it's just that feeling of betrayal. They've been betrayed before by people that they cared about and that they thought cared about them. Even though they saw the potential with you very, very quickly, it took them time. It took time for this person to trust you. This person, like I said, they go all in when they're in, but they take their time. They're not going to just jump in without looking first. And like I said, even though they knew they felt this potential with you, they felt like you were different. You know, you weren't like anyone they've ever met before, but I feel like they were still a bit hesitant. But like I said, I do feel like this person is seeing things in a different perspective. You know, I feel like this person doesn't necessarily take things at face value. Like, they don't, you know, first impressions, they don't go off first impressions, because first impressions have lied to them before. But I feel like this establishment that you have with this person has made them stronger as a person. You know, I feel like stronger together. You know, it started off more in a friendship, more of getting to know each other. But it's developed into something really strong. And I mean, I feel like this person, like I said, they're seeing a future here. They've known what they wanted from you. They just didn't know if they were going to get that from you or if they could trust you. But now that they're feeling that they can trust you, I feel like things are about to take a big step forward. You know, one thing with this person is that I feel like they just really need to know that you are on the same page. And now that they know that, you know, now that they see that you're on the same page, I feel like you're going to see a completely different side of this person. Like I said, it's caused, you know, this is a strong connection. You know, it's strong enough for them to let go of what was holding them back. And they're going to protect it. You know, it's not like there was ever really a thought that this person was going to walk away. I just feel like they didn't know how much they could give, how much they should give. Because they were afraid of getting hurt. They were afraid they weren't seeing what was right in front of them. You know, they were afraid with the Two of Swords. They were afraid they didn't see what was right in front of them. But now that they see what's right in front of them, you know, they're all in. You know, and I feel like they're going to be very open with you, very direct, because like I said, now that they know you're on the same page, they want to keep you in their life. Now that they know they can trust you. This is not someone that makes decisions quickly. That's one thing that I'm seeing that's very clear here. They don't make decisions quickly. But once they make a decision, they stick with it. That's why they don't make decisions quickly. You know, like I said, I mean, now that they know they can talk to you, now that they know they can be open and honest with you, that's exactly what you're going to get from them. You know, they see a future with you because how they feel when they're around you. That strength that they feel, they wanted someone they could build something real with. And they haven't found that before. You know, like I said, you're not like anyone they ever met before. So this is different for them. But one thing about this person is, like I said, once they make a decision, it's firm. You know, they know what they want in life. They have goals, they have dreams, they have aspirations. But in order to share that with someone, they need someone they know they can trust. And now that they know they can trust you, things are going to take that huge step forward. And like I said, with the King of Cups, it's a mature decision. It's not just some spontaneous decision that this person makes on a whim. This is not a whimsical person. You know, some people hide behind their walls. I feel like this person tried that, but that was never really successful with you, because I feel like you got in it anyway. You know, but they really need to take their time. They need to know. Like I said, when this person's in, they're all in. So before they make that decision, they got to know what they're all in on. Now with this person, I mean, we have Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. We have Aries and Leo. Some Sagittarius as well. I am getting some Cancer and Scorpio. I just feel like with this person, like I said, you know, we can know we love someone long before we tell them. And I feel like they felt that connection to you, and that's what kept that guard up, because they knew how destructive it could be if they were wrong, and they didn't want to get it wrong. They weren't getting it wrong. They made sure they got it right. Libras. Trouble with lives is I get caught reading the comments too much, and it kind of like, I'm one of those people when I see things that have, like if I see something being written and it catches my eye, I'll read it and I'll get so thrown off of what I'm actually doing. So that's why I have troubles with lives, but we're gonna get to it. I have to put those horse blinders on, you know, so I can't read the comments until after the read. Anyway, what do we have for Libra Universe? What message do we have for Libras? All right, Libras. So the first thing is I feel like this energy of where you don't know if you can trust this person. Like there's this very defensive energy. You know, I feel like you have this strong connection with this person, but I feel like there's this very defensive energy, feeling like, you know, you can't trust them or they may be hiding something. I don't feel like they're hiding anything from you. We got the Seven of Swords in reverse. You know, I feel like this person, I feel like so far it's more of a friendship with this person, more of a, you know, maybe even a little bit of intimacy for some of you, but it's more of a friendship and they want more. And I feel like your only hesitation, even though you see the potential for yourself, you see, you know, you feel something, you see something with this person, but I feel like you're you're letting yourself overthink the shit out of this. I mean, with this person, this is someone that wants to make you happy. You know, this is someone I feel like that you have a great communication with. I feel like this person's honest with you. I feel like they're direct. I feel like they're not really hiding anything at all. Actually, the opposite. I feel like they're pretty open. You know, and I feel like the reason why they're doing that is because they want you to know that you can trust them. And I mean, they want you to be happy. They want to be happy. You know, I see a lot of happiness with you and this person, but we have to allow it to happen. You know, we can't be the roadblock. And, you know, for some of you, this may be someone in the past screwed you over and you may have trust issues, but don't let that get in the way, because if you know, if someone screwed you over in the past, even though you're over that person, the way you felt when they screwed you over still lingers and it affects your future relationships. You're allowing that past person way too much power over you. You know, I mean, this person just wants to make you happy. They want to fill up your cups. And I see a lot of happiness with this person. You know, this person is very protective over you. You know, we have that emperor, that protector energy. You know, and I see good things, good fortune. I mean, everything's on the up and up here. I just feel like you may, you know, that defensive energy, that overthinking. I mean, I feel like that is something that's not doing you any justice here. You know, I feel like this person wants more and they want to make you that offer. And I feel like this is a very, very strong connection you have with this person, like a lifelong connection. You know, so it's like, don't let this get in the way of something great. And that's what I see. I see something great that you guys can have together that they want. And I feel like you want it too, but I feel like there's just this definite energy of where, you know, feeling like you can't trust them. Maybe somebody's in your ear telling you can't trust them. Maybe a past person that screwed you over. you know, has given you some trust issues, but I don't see anything here telling me that this person is someone you can't trust. You know, it's all positive, you know, very protective, you know, already have that sense of friendship with this person, you know, some sort of connection. And I feel like you both see the potential here, you know, and they want to push forward. They want to make you that offer. You know, like I said, great communication. There's nothing I'm seeing here that gives me any pause, any reason to think this person isn't on the up and up. I mean, the Seven of Swords in reverse right there is telling me that there's not hiding anything from you. Now, we have Cancer, Pisces. We have Libra, Sagittarius, Aquarius. Some Capricorn as well. You know, I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I mean, I've been guilty of it too. You know, when you get screwed over by someone, it's very hard to open yourself up again. It's very hard not to, you know, once you see the negative side of people, it's hard to see the positive again. It makes it harder, but it doesn't make it impossible. You know, just don't let someone that screwed you over keep continuing to have power in your life. And that's what we're giving them if we let it affect future relationships. Scorpio. What do you have for Scorpio, universe? What message do we have for Scorpios? Right, Scorpios. So, the first thing I'm seeing is I feel like your person, there's some internal struggle. I feel like when this person met you, I feel like it was more, I'm gonna be honest with you, I feel like it was more of a physical thing for this person. You know, they saw this as a physical connection. But now they're seeing it much differently. You know, now, since, I mean, they are seeing it much differently. I mean, we have the Hangman as well. You know, I feel like you're going to see some real effort from this person. I feel like maybe you haven't felt a whole lot of effort from this person. But I feel like that's going to change. You know, I feel like the more they got to know you, the more that, you know, the more they learn about you, the more this person's going to open up. You know, I do see them breaking down those walls, that I feel like, you know, they know what they want now. They didn't in the beginning. I'm not going to lie for them. They didn't in the beginning. But they know now with that Two of Wands, they know what they want. You know, and I feel like this person is going to open up to you. Those walls are coming down. I feel like that you never really, I feel like you had an issue not knowing how this person really felt. You know, they never really opened up, but I feel like that's changing. That is going to change. They are going to open up. Now that they know what they want, now that they see what they see. I mean, something changed dramatically. Either it just changed or it's going to change, but, you know, some new inspiration here, seeing this in a different point of view. You know, now they don't just see you as a physical connection. Now they don't just see you as something maybe casual or just kind of, you know, they're seeing you very differently. And when I say that, I mean that, you know, I mean, we have the Hierophant, you know, I mean, it's like having, this is probably a terrible metaphor. It's like having a ticket, you know, a lottery ticket, and you thought you won $2, and then you realize you won millions. You know, I mean, this person's seeing this differently. You know, it's like, oh, you're like, oh, I won $20. That's all right. You go cash it, and you realize you just won the lottery. You know, and we have the Six of Wands, that victory. Like I said, sorry, I don't really say them enough. The Six of Wands, it's all about victory. And the Wheel of Fortune, you know, good things are coming. And this person sees it, and they want to be there for it. Like I said, I mean, I feel like even though they're opening up, I feel like there's some anxiety now, because now it's real to them. Now they want something. Now they want this. And now they see the true potential in it. Now the fear kind of sets in. So, I mean, I feel like this person, you know, and we had that Eight of Cups. I mean, they know they don't want to walk away from this. You know, now they're seeing this and wanting to build stability, thinking about making this something that lasts. You know, I see this person putting in a lot of work, a lot of effort, and wanting to make you happy, wanting to fill up those cups. Like I said, I'm not going to lie for them. Their only regret is not seeing it sooner with that Five of Swords. But I mean, the internal struggle, like I said, when they met you, they didn't think it was going to be what it is. I'm just throwing things around here. You know, they didn't see the full potential here. Like I said, I know I'm terrible at metaphors. That's what I was seeing. I was seeing someone, you know, getting a ticket and thinking they only won, you know, something. You know, they got something all right. They won. A win is a win. But they didn't see how big it was until now. You know, and this person's thinking about a future with you. Seriously looking into a future with you. You know, so I do feel like you're going to see this person evolving, opening up, being more involved, showing up, putting in the work. And I feel like that's going to change everything. Like, everything's changing now. Even though I do feel like we have the Magician, so some manifestation going on here. So, you know, I feel like you had feelings for this person. I feel like you saw the potential. And then you're starting to doubt yourself, but you won't be doubting yourself after this. You know, like I said, I do feel like with that Eight of Swords in reverse, this person opening up, this person showing up, putting in the work, with that Ten of Wands, you know, wanting to build that foundation, putting in the work. I keep saying putting in the work. I don't know why. It is, trust me, this happens more than most people like to admit. You know, sometimes we get with someone and we're physically attracted, or we're something that we're attracted to, and we don't really know why, but we just go with it. And then all of a sudden the why starts to present itself. And then we start seeing it for what it really is, something much bigger than we thought it was. Now with this person, we have some Sagittarius. You know, we have some Sagittarius, some Aries, some Leo. We got Gemini and Aquarius. We got Pisces and Scorpio. smart as we think we are. Unfortunately, sometimes we realize that how good we had it too late. You know, sometimes we realize how lucky we were and how good we had it when it becomes too late. So it happens a lot. I hear plenty of stories of it, but I don't see this being too late. Maybe just a nick of time, but not too late. So we're at Sagittarius. My fellow Sagittariuses. I don't know what I'm doing. I always pre-shuffle before each individual sign, so what do we have for Sagittarius universe? What message do we have for Sagittarius? All right, Sagittarius. So the first thing, Sagittarius, I feel like there's someone, I mean, this is someone I feel like you know. You know, I feel like you have some sort of friendship, some sort of connection with this person. I don't feel like you realize how much this person cares about you. You know, I mean, I feel like this person, I mean, they're in love with you. Let's just cut right to the chest. You know, I feel like this person fantasizes about you. You know, I feel like, you know, and it's not just like a physical fantasizing. I feel like they fantasize about a future with you. I feel like they fantasize about, not that it's not a little bit physical. You know, I do feel like there is some intimacy in their fantasizing, but I feel like it's more than that. You know, this person wants to have a future with you. They want to be more than just your friend. And like I said, I mean, I feel like I wouldn't be surprised if you've known this person for a while, because I mean, we do have that friendship, and then we have the six of cups. So I feel like this is someone that's been in your life. And I feel like this person has been hiding these feelings for a while, but they don't want to hide them anymore, because hiding them is just painful. You know, it's causing them heartbreak. I mean, this person thinks about you and only you. They feel like you could build something strong together. They feel like you could, you know, that power couple type energy. They feel like they can bring as much to you as you bring to them. And I feel like there's this strength that's coming out of them recently. You know, lately I feel like there's a strength where they're just like, they know what they want and they're just sick of not going after it. You know, there is some, you know, they are finding balance. And I feel like they're tired of holding back and not telling you how they feel. They're tired of just fantasizing. They want to live it out. You know, and I feel like there's this heartbreak, because I feel like, to be honest, I do get a sense that there might have been someone else in your life while this person's been in your life. And they just don't want that anymore. They don't want to be on the outside looking in. You know, and that's all about the change. You know, I feel like this person's going to tell you. They're going to tell you how they've been feeling. They're going to tell you what they want. They're going to tell you how they see you. You know, and they're going to make you an offer. You know, I do see them want to take you out. And like I said, with that King of Cups, I mean, this is not someone that just has a crush. This is such something much deeper than that, you know. And I feel like this person is going to chase you. You know, they're not going to want to take no for an answer. Like I said, they want to take you out, but they want to take you much farther than that. That's just the beginning. That's just the tip of the iceberg with this person. Their feelings for you are real. You know, and I feel like I said, there's a strength in this person that's coming out. This balance that they're finding is the prime reason why they're finally stepping up and going after what they want. Like I said, you know, with that Queen of Wands, it's about knowing what you want and going after it. They know what they want and they're going after it. They're not holding back anymore. You know, they're not stepping aside. They're stepping up. A lot of fire. It's going to be hot. It's going to be a warm winter. Like I said, this person has thought about this more than they probably want you to know. So maybe I'm spilling some of the tea here, but with this person, like I said, we have Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, you know, and we follow that up with, you know, we have some Aquarius, some Gemini, and we have Pisces and Cancer. You know, I've never been the one to stand by and watch. Sometimes I act too impulsive, so I guess I don't really relate as well to that, but that's okay. Sometimes I jump the gun. All right, Capricorns. That's the thing in life. Sometimes you want something, and you know, if you don't know your self-worth, if you undervalue yourself, you don't go after the things that you deserve because you don't think you deserve them. That's why understanding your self-worth is so important in life. It's something I stress to everybody and anybody that, you know, ever comes to me and they just feel like they have this low opinion of themselves. That you deserve to be happy as much as anybody else. And if you know what will make you happy, then you know what will make you happy. Go after it. You know, you only live once. So make it big. Go big. Go big or go home. All right, Capricorns. What do we have for Capricorns? What message do we have for Capricorns? All right, Capricorns. So the first thing I'm seeing, Capricorns, I feel like, you know, this is someone you know, and I feel like this is someone you already have a connection with. And I feel like with this person, they're in their head a lot lately. I feel like this person truly loves you and they want a future with you, but they don't feel like you take them seriously. You know, they're in their head a lot, and a lot more lately than ever. You know, I mean, I feel like this person thinks about you and only you. But they don't know if they can trust you because they don't feel like you take them seriously. You know, they feel like this is just kind of like a friends with benefits with you. You know, we got that friends. And then we have that player energy. It's almost like this is some sort of game. Like it's not important to you. They don't feel important to you. They don't feel like you take them seriously. And I mean, I feel like that has this person all up in their head because, like I said, this person wants a future with you. They want to give you everything. You know, this person wants to give to this, but they don't feel safe. They don't feel like you're on the same page. You know, they feel very vulnerable. And I mean, they want that union with you. They want that thing. And like I said, I mean, there's this deep connection that you have with this person, but they're not feeling it. They're not feeling like they can trust you. They're not feeling like you're trying to build anything here. They just feel like this is like a booty call or a friends with benefits type arrangement, and they don't want that. They just don't know if they can trust you. But they want to move forward. They want to trust you. But not knowing if they trust you has them feeling out of balance. You know, it has them feeling out of balance. It has them feeling like this is never going to happen. Like what they want from this, like they're never going to get that offer from you. They're never going to get that trust from you. You know, they really don't feel like you take them seriously. They don't feel like they, you know, that they can trust you. But they want to. They really want to. They want this to be everything they want it to be, but they're just not feeling it. And I feel like they're afraid to bring up the conversation because they're afraid of finding out that they're right. But, I mean, they can't put that all on you. I mean, their hesitation, you know, with that Seven of Wands, their hesitation here is partly their fault. I mean, they're not asking the questions because they're afraid of the answers. But like I said, I mean, they think about you and only you, and I feel like they've been in their head a lot lately, feeling like they don't feel like they can be vulnerable. They don't feel safe. They don't feel like they can trust how they feel about you. I mean, they feel like being with you is freeing and winning. You know, we have the six of Wands and we have the Devil card. You know, I feel like they want to free themselves for you. They want to free themselves to you. They want to be vulnerable, and they want to be happy in that. They want to be accepted in that, and they want to build something. You know, they want new stability here. They want to build something with you. They feel like you could build something great, but they don't know where they stand, and they're afraid to ask the question. So they spend more and more time in their head, which is being, to be honest, is less and less effective. You know, this person wants to be with you. There's no doubt in what I'm seeing here that they want to be with you. You know, they feel this strong connection to you. And they feel like you have it with them as well. Like they feel there's the depth in this. But they're not hearing it. You know, they're not seeing it. They're feeling it, though. And I feel like that scares the shit out of them. Because they're afraid that what they're feeling is in their own head. And I feel like it's causing them, like I said, with that Hermit, to fall back into that energy. They want to feel safe. They want to know that you want this. But, like I said, again, for all you cross watchers, you're not asking the question. So it's not like you're getting lied to. It's not like, if you want the answer, you got to ask the question, and you got to be prepared for whatever answer. Once you ask the question, you're right. You may not like the answer. That's the only way you're going to get the answer. With this person, Cancer, Scorpio, Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo, Aries, and Gemini. It's the hard part about having questions, especially important questions. It makes it harder to ask them. But you won't get the answer until you ask. Kind of a catch-22. Yeah, like I said, when I do individual readings, I pre-shuffle, so I don't have to do this. So, or I could just get 12 different decks ready. That could be a solution to my problem. Still a bit nervous. I don't know why I'm nervous. I do individual signs. I don't get nervous, but I'm doing this and it's making me nervous. Aquarius. What do we have for Aquarius? What message do we have for Aquarius? What do we have for Aquarius in the person? All right, Aquarius. So I feel like with Aquarius, there's a lot of chaotic energy, a lot of hot and cold energy with this person, with your person. I feel like with this person, I feel like they've betrayed you before. And I feel like I feel like they betrayed you before, and I feel like you're afraid they're going to betray you again, or maybe they already have betrayed you again. I feel like this fear is circling around. Like, I feel like there's something they're hiding from you. And I feel like this isn't the first time. Like I said, with that Ten of Swords, that feeling of betrayal, that, with the Nine of Swords, the late night, that anxiety. And I feel like what you need to do with this person. Because I feel like you can't trust them with that Seven of Swords. They're hiding something from you. And I feel like what you got to do to protect yourself. We have that Emperor. It's all about protecting yourself. I feel like with this person, they're very secretive. They have their walls up. They don't let you in. So it's like you don't know what you're getting from this person. And I feel like the only reason you ever gave them a chance, which I feel like you're regretting, you gave them a second chance, and I feel like you're regretting that. You made the wrong call. Is because you truly care about this person. You want this person to be everything that you think they can be. And you want the connection to be everything that you want it to be. But it's not what you're not getting what you fantasize about. This is going from a dream to a nightmare real quick. And I don't feel like the end is coming. We have the world in reverse. I don't feel like this is coming to an end anytime soon. We're just continuing this old cycle. It's like that. It's like that old thing about breaking the cycle, about breaking the wheel. We're not breaking the wheel here. We're just repairing it, and it's just continuing to flow. And I feel like that. I feel like with this person, I feel like you have your shit together, and I feel like this is what this person wants from you. They're thinking about stability, and you're thinking about love. They're thinking about what works, and you're thinking about, how you feel about this person. I just feel like you're on two different wavelengths here. And like I said, I mean, this dream is turning to a nightmare really quickly. They betrayed you before, and they haven't changed, and that chaos it's almost like the second time is going to be worse, the third time is going to be worse. It's just going to get worse and worse until we break the cycle. I mean, at the end of the day, we may even be under some assumption that this person cares about us, at least if they don't love us, they care about us. We have some sort of friendship with this person. I don't feel that at all. I feel like this third party energy. I feel like there's something going on. And this person, like I said, they betrayed you before, and they're betraying you again. And I mean, the overall message here is protect yourself. Be your own emperor. And I feel like even though you don't want to know, you do. And you got to trust in that. With this person, we got a lot of air, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. We have Taurus, we have Aries. Some Scorpio. Sometimes we want something so bad that we ignore the obvious. And trust me when I say this, the people that we're ignoring it for have no trouble trying to bury it as well. Especially when there's something they want from you. And as long as they can keep getting it, they'll keep trying. All right, Pisces. I'll try a new deck. I feel like the shuffling is getting in my head. Universe, what do we have for Pisces in their person? What message do we have for Pisces? Pisces. All right, Pisces. So the first thing I see, Pisces, I feel like there's someone that I feel like you have a very, it's more of a mental connection you have with this person. You know what I mean? I feel like cerebral. I feel like We have the King of Swords. I mean, I feel like with this person, this is someone you just can talk to. You feel very open and comfortable with this person. And I feel like with that is where this starts. I feel like it started with this fearlessness that you feel like when you're around with this person. And I feel like it's been slow and steady, but I feel like there's this foundation being built with you and them. It started off like you just are on the same page mentally. You just got each other, you understood each other. I feel like there's a little bit of weirdness, but I feel like you just match each other so well. It didn't start off in love. It didn't start off in a physical connection. It started off just being, on the same page mentally. They just got you. They understood you. And you got them and you understood them. Now, we also have the Three of Swords, so I feel like you might have met this person during a heartbreak for either you or them. So that's why I feel like it wasn't really like we jumped into it. I feel like it was kind of a slow and steady energy. And like I said, with that Knight of Swords, really, really taking our time with this. But what we got is we built a foundation. And even though it didn't start off with love, this is where it's going. We have that emotional fulfillment with the Nine of Pentacles or Nine of Cups. And then we have the King of Cups. So I feel like this may not have started off emotional, but it is now. I feel like there's a very deep connection that you have with this person. We built a very strong foundation. More of a friends first type energy with this. And I feel like this person has not and will not falter when it comes to showing up for you because they know what they want. And I feel like you know what you want. And like with the Eight of Pentacles, this person's showing up, putting in the work. This person isn't giving up. They filled a void or they played a role. But in that role, I mean, in a very, like I said, a very dark place, we found love. We found someone. We found someone that we connected with. We found someone that we, that established that trust with. Something that's very hard to come by in life. Someone that we can truly trust. They weren't after anything. You weren't after anything. It was very authentic connection. I feel like you met this person and it wasn't random. And I feel like that's going to become more and more clear. There was a very, very good reason why you met this person. Establishing trust. And I feel like we're going to see, like I said, we're going to see what this is all about. Your intuition is telling you there's something else going on here. And as you grow closer to this person, you start to realize that not only are you not walking away, but you don't want to walk away. You've built something with this person. You feel nurtured by this person. You feel loved by this person. And you start fantasizing about the future with this person. Something from nothing. If this was an individual sign, I had to title it Something from Nothing because it didn't feel, it felt different from the very beginning, but you didn't see it coming until it was there. And now you can't see anything but. This connection, you didn't meet this person by mistake. Like I said, finalize with this is a nine of wands. Like I said, the trust that you have with this person, feeling like you can depend on this person, like you can, you don't have to be on guard with this person. And that's something in itself. Like, this is your safe place. You feel very safe in this. Sometimes we don't know how big of a role someone's going to play in our life in the very beginning. Sometimes we can see it. Sometimes we don't. And sometimes the ones we don't are the biggest ones. Like I said, I see a lot of happiness, you know, really looking into the future, trusting your intuition. I mean, I only see good things here. But like I said, I feel like in your time of need or their time of need, you showed up for each other. You bonded. And it wasn't out of physical. And it wasn't out of love. But it's all that and more now. With this person, we got Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Some Aries, some Leo. Some Sagittarius. We got Cancer and Scorpio. I know Rihanna is a Pisces, and she has that song, "We Found Love in a Dark Place," or whatever it was. I don't know exactly what the words were, but that's kind of what I feel like with this. I feel like it was, if I could, you know, put some sound into this read, that's what I would put. Found love in a hopeless place. That's what it was, I think. Anyway, you know, sometimes we find some of the most precious people to us, the special, you know, people that, you know, have a special reason to be in our life. We find them in the most randomest places, but then there comes a time when you look at it and you're like, was it that random? Or was it by design? And I feel like you met this person by design. I feel like you were fated to meet them. Well, we survived that live. That all signs. Like I said, I'm going to try to get into it more and more. I really like doing them. I really like conversing, but like I said, I just got to learn how to not look up when I'm doing the read, because I get so all over the place. Like, I'll be talking and I'll see somebody say something and it catches my eye, and then all of a sudden I'm talking to the person and then I lose my place, and I have a little bit of ADHD or something maybe. But I've been listening to you. I know you've been asking for them, so I'm really trying to get through it. I love doing individual signs. I love that, and I'll never stop doing that, but I do want to incorporate some lives into there. Like I said, I just got to figure out how to get through the live, do the reading, and then I love to have that time where we chit-chat. I just got to get through there. I was even thinking about doing, you know, a live where I'll do the first 6 signs, talk for a little bit, have a little chit-chat, and then get back and do it again. I don't like people feeling like I'm ignoring them. And I know when you're doing lives, you kind of gotta get used to that. Something I'm gonna get used to. I hope I do. I hope you enjoyed this. Like I said, this is the part I miss about lives, is when I'm all done, I get to converse with everybody. You know, we can talk back and forth, have a great conversation. You know, I miss that part more than anything. But be good. Take care. Stay safe.